Well, good morning, everyone, and thanks for joining us here on Up with KREM on this Thursday morning. I'm Channing Curtis. Now, we are seeing new snow across the region, so we do have Up with KREM team coverage this morning. We do want to let everyone know, though, that the Snoqualmie Pass is still closed in both directions due to zero visibility. An estimated reopening time has not yet been determined, but of course, we'll continue to keep you updated with the very latest information all morning long here on Up with KREM, as well as our website, KREM.com. Now, this morning, I am here in the KREM 2 studios bringing you the latest around the inland Northwest, including any updates or closures for roads or the passes. Nicole Hernandez is live driving around the area, letting us all know what the roads look like, especially as people head out to work this morning. But first, let's get outside to meteorologist Thomas Patrick, who's in our outdoor weather center. So, Thomas, you said it just a few seconds ago, more snow is on the way for us.
Afternoon hours, Channing, because we already got this fresh batch of snow really before most of us probably even woke up this morning. About 2 inches of some very light powdery snow. When I say that, I mean it's not the wet snowball kind of snow. It's more like the dusted off with a leaf blower kind of snow. Hopefully it's easy to clear that off of your car this morning, but we are still under winter storm warnings for the Palouse, still winter weather advisories for Spokane and Coeur d'Alene until 3 o'clock this afternoon. That would be about the end time of any more snowfall that is still expected to be heading our way. It's 11 degrees right now, an extremely light snowfall, really more of like a flurry at this hour. Really started to slow down between about 5 to 6 earlier this morning, but the second batch of snow isn't too far off. You're seeing it move through Moses Lake and into Grand Coulee. Looks like Omak already picking up a little bit of light snow as of this hour. Now, this is the second batch of snow that's going to start to move to the east and southeast over the next several hours for the rest of the morning hours here today. As for temperatures, coldest out of Deer Park this morning at 4 degrees. Again, that's just the temperature, not the wind chill. Any light wind is pushing those wind chills close to 0 degrees. And we could get up to upper teens. Our model actually has 20 for the high today. I think that's a bit optimistic, but a bit more snowfall still expected for the afternoon hours. We'll show you where the heaviest of that snow is still yet to fall in my full forecast in just a few minutes.
All right, thanks, Thomas. Now, as we see more snow in our area, that means your morning commute could be a little bit slower than you're expecting. So Nicole Hernandez is live this morning with a look at our road conditions. So Nicole, you said you're in Spokane Valley, so how are the roads there compared to roads in Spokane?
Channing, the roads here in the valley are looking just the same, absolutely compacted with snow right now. So right now we're on Sprague right near the Valley Home Depot. So I'll let Nate give you a look at exactly how much snow is on the roads this morning. This is really what every road we've seen has been looking like. Our main roads, at least, are Sprague or Division, our main arterials. A lot of compacted snow. Now that we're hitting the 8 o'clock hour, you can start to see the asphalt kind of peek through some of the snow, but still very hard to see where the lanes are, even on I-90. So the leftmost lanes, the lanes that have the most traffic on I-90, they are a little bit better. You can kind of see the lanes there, but then those right-hand lanes and the exits on the freeway are still completely full of snow. So no matter where you're headed this morning to or from, expect this to be what your roads look like. Those side roads are going to be even worse. The side roads that have not been plowed are a combination of compacted snow and still fluffy snow that hasn't been run over yet. So, you know, part of this is just the extreme cold this morning. You know, it's not giving the snow a chance to melt, even with the traction and the friction of cars going over the roads. So a good amount of snow we got. I'll give you a look right here. We have some fresh snow that hasn't been run over here, just a handful of it. So much fell. Like Thomas Patrick mentioned, very fluffy snow this morning. So just be extra careful as you're driving. Give yourself extra time and give yourself the time to brush off your car this morning as well if you're not parked in a garage or underneath something. In Spokane, I'm Nicole Hernandez.
All right, thank you, Nicole. Now, the cold is not going away anytime soon, so the city of Spokane is expanding their warming shelter at the Spokane Convention Center. This move comes just 3 days after it opened. The warming shelter will now include an additional ballroom to allow more people to get away from the cold. Visitors say it feels like the center doubled in size with the addition. The original space included more than 100 mats, and some say it's not surprising that more people are coming in to get warm. The center provides meals and even donated winter clothing. Now, the center is still set to close on January 2nd, but some people are wondering what will happen after that.
Because to me, you open it up, but if you don't place them in another spot after this, then they're just going back out to the streets, and you're kind of going to have the same issue as you started with.
Now, currently there are no set plans for what will happen to visitors once the shelter closes, but for now, officials say no one will be turned away. COVID-19 protocols are in place at the shelter, including testing. Now, we do want to make sure that you're prepared for the snow and the cold weather. So for an hour-by-hour forecast and just more tips on how to keep you and your home safe during these extremely cold temperatures, all you have to do is text the word cold to 509-448-2000. We'll send you a link directly to your phone with all of that information that you need. 8:06 now, time for your morning rush. More news in less time. A judge ordered Lori Vallow's defense attorney to step down from the case this week. Now, Vallow is accused of murdering her children in 2019. The prosecution raised concerns with her defense attorney, Mark Means, because he previously represented Vallow's husband, Chad Daybell. Vallow will be represented by another attorney going forward. Her trial has not been set. Idaho State Police have finally worked through the entire backlog of sexual assault kits. Kits dating back to an audit in 2016 are now marked as tested. Lab Director for ISP Forensic Services, Matthew Gamet, says the completion of these tests is a major step in building trust among sexual assault survivors. Washington state health officials have restricted the license of an Ellensburg doctor. Dr. Anna Elperin has been restricted from issuing COVID-19 vaccine exemptions. This comes after a 3-month investigation by our sister station in Seattle. The investigation found the doctor repeatedly signed and sold masks and even COVID vaccine exemptions to people all over Washington state. Idaho has received new technology to help treat people with COVID-19. One of the new technologies to treat COVID symptoms is a pill from Pfizer. Idahoans may also soon have access to Evusheld, a monoclonal antibody meant to be given before someone gets COVID. It's also meant for people who may not respond well to a vaccine.
The availability of Evusheld as a way to protect people with severe immune compromise, who we know, even if they're vaccinated, have had to been so worried. And we are hoping that this offers real security for those folks.
Supplies in Idaho are currently limited. That's your morning rush. The Omicron variant of COVID-19 is officially in Spokane County. The Spokane Regional Health District has confirmed the first known case. This comes as Washington is already seeing a surge of cases related to the holidays. The state's Department of Health reported more than 6,200 new cases on Christmas Eve. Health officials say the surge is startling, but they don't expect this to overwhelm hospitals quite like the Delta variant did. Now, if you need to get tested for COVID, there are a few options for you here locally. Both the Spokane and Spokane Valley community testing sites are open. The Spokane site is located at Spokane Falls Community College. Appointments are required for that location. In the meantime, the Spokane Valley site is located at the Fair and Expo Center. Appointments there are encouraged but not required. Now, both locations are open on weekdays except for Wednesdays, and you can also talk to your healthcare provider about getting tested. Now, for more information and even a link to schedule an appointment, just text the word COVID to 509-448-2000. We'll send you all the information you need.
The more people that are being kind and trying to help others, the better our world is going to be.
Food pantries can definitely be a blessing for so many families. Just a small act of kindness can change someone's entire world.
And now, the Storm Tracker 2 Snow Report, sponsored by Inland Pacific Hose and Fittings.
Lots of fresh powder across the region for today. That, of course, includes our area ski resorts. They only got about 1 to 2 inches along with the Spokane area, but that just adding on to that great snow base. So a lot of powder, packed powder on all the ski resorts. Looks like excellent weather for this weekend.
Speaking of this weekend, guess what? We are at the end of 2021. So we want to know, what has been the highlight of your year? As always, you drive the conversation on this show, so text us those highlights and those fond memories at 509-448-2000, or head on over to social media, to Twitter, Facebook, you name it, and just use the hashtag #UpWithKREM, and we'll air those comments right here on the show. But before we go to break, here is a live look outside. It looks like the lifts are up and running this morning as plenty of snow is on the ground. not a bad time to get out and maybe hit the slopes for a little bit today. We want to say good morning to you, Inland Northwest, and happy Thursday, Friday Eve, pre-Friday, however you're celebrating. Let us know where you're watching from this morning. Grab a cup of coffee, maybe a cup of hot tea, hot cocoa, something warm because it is definitely cold out, and join us for more Up with KREM.